Hey, it's Brook. What's going on? So we did those A minor triads, and I was thinking, or you might be thinking, what's next? I would add, let's say A minor is the tonal center or the key. You might want to get the fifth, which would be an E or E7. So that would sound like this: A minor, E7, A minor. And if we did that with triads, it might be something like you'll hear that in a lot of songs. It's very common to go from the one, the root, to the five and back to the one. Really, you could go any place, but the five is really, really common. So E7, that is E, G sharp, B, and D. We can throw out one note like the root or the fifth, just as long as we get like three of the notes, it's pretty good. So if we do it like I played it, the E7, I'm just taking an E chord, add my pinky on the second string, third fret for the D, and that would be, now we just play the three skinny strings. You got the G sharp, the D, and the E, or 1, 3, 0 for fret numbers. And again, that is very therapeutic to me. That feels good. All right, so let's say you want to move up to this one, at the fifth fret, the C, E, A. So that E7 will be like a B, D, G sharp. We have no root. It's all right, just an inversion of the triad. So that's a 4, 3, 4. I think that would be a great drill to practice for any guitar player, just to make sure this should be almost automatic. Just be ready to move from the 1 to the 5 to the 1, just like without thinking. So that's, kind of like military training. It's like, I think you're trained just to react and follow orders and do your job without getting out your manual and consulting it, like, let's see, what do we do when ambushed, That's not funny, but you really got to train yourself to be ready to respond correctly. Now up here, this would be our E, A, C, or 9, 10, 8, A minor. That E7 would be a D, G sharp, B. We're really not using the root at all on the E7, are we? No, not much. Nope. So that's D, G sharp, B, or 7, 9, 7, barring at the 7th fret. And we can start to kind of modify these. I mean, I know they sound pretty simple, but if you got whoa. You can kind of get fancy with them, sort of connect the shapes. Or not. But that was pretty cool. That was like an E, C, A, E. These start to have life to them, The way I present them, they're pretty like, duh, duh, duh. But once they start moving, it's pretty exciting. But I am moving slow. I like to practice carefully and slowly. And then when we get up here, we're just a mirror image of the first one, octave higher, which is a good exercise, just blasting off. I kind of that rip is kind of like muscle memory. Just slide it right in there. Oops. So you can grab, you know, another chord tone. On the A minor, I did A, C, A, oops, what is it? A, C, E, A. And the E7, I did, I already forgot, G sharp, D, E, G sharp. Then again, we can kind of connect them like... Oops, what do I want to do? You can just cruise up and down, put them together any way you want. Really, that's what's amazing about that's why I like the fundamentals of guitar. It may be very basic, but the trick is what can you do with the most simple thing? And it's mostly like play the long game. Just keep playing, you know, basic sight reading, basic scales. Expand as you can. But once you start expanding, you really know what to do. You're not, you know, getting, what do you call it, sort of fight or flight, or, you know, sort of, I don't know what you call it, tensing up or something. You're just like, yeah, here we go. It's just, you just float into the next thing. Like, for instance, A minor, you know, you can play it like this, or for an A minor chord, or E7, you can go, oops, you can go chord tones, man. That's where it's at. It's almost like a scale. You have to kind of step all the way up the ladder, step all the way down. The chord tones, you can just leap over all the garbage and actually get, it's more pure. It's the straight chord formula, more concise. So that's why I like it. It kind of cuts out the clutter, and it expresses the chord clearly. So like you could do some oops. Whoa. No. Never mind. Hey, I know. Here, we got it. For the last chord, coffee cup. There you go. That's easier than the finger. Okay. All right. So, man, if you can just work on those, A minor, E7, A minor, I think you'll be able to improvise over songs a little easier. That's just one example, one key, but A minor is popular. A minor's common. E7's common in guitar-based music. Those are kind of like the sweet spot with the open strings and stuff. And again, it's common. You know, if you're in E flat or A flat, you can shift down and do it, you know. Uh-oh. Yeah. Weird. Once you get used to it. Uh-uh. Miserable. So yeah, that's why A minor's better. Good example of what not to do. So, all right, man, I gotta stop talking. But today I start at my new school, so I won't be teaching here anymore, but I'll still do videos here. So that's a big change. And, I'm actually a classroom teacher, so I'm going back to elementary school. It's an old elementary school, ancient building, ancient room. So I got the whole room, which I can do. I can do reenactments of like extreme stage mishaps and full scale reenactments. And like the time I got hit by a bottle rocket and I got third degree burns. My shirt caught on fire, and my Gibson Les Paul got a big scorch on it. Hit by a Roman candle. I can do full scale reenactments. And all right, probably not that, but that's what's happening today. So I got to go kind of get ready for that. But thanks for checking in, and thanks for the nice comments and everything. If you want to subscribe, that's cool. I did get an order for a book. I'm going to go mail that out. I do have 2 books available. Thanks for ordering them. It's amazing to send them out. So, okay. Good luck with your triads, man. Work on those. If you need a PDF or a Guitar Pro file, let me know. I'll make one, okay?